welcome all of you. Today we are going to have a small seminar especially for coaches, and I hope everybody will try to follow me, and I am not going to share more and more practical experience or practical training today, but I want to share my knowledge, and I want to make you understand that karate as a sport, how we can conduct our classes, how we can make more and more champion players, and how we can continue in our training in a traditional way and as well as in a sports. So without taking much of time, okay, so friends and all my coaches, all my learned coaches, see, I want to tell you one very important thing. Whenever we teach karate, this is especially for the coaches, whenever we teach karate, what is our responsibility? So respect and discipline is the first major part of karate do. So all the coaches must understand that in respect and discipline, number one is karate do. So when our karate player or karate practitioner comes for training, we must teach him what is karate. We just should not just ask him to come and start punching or kicking. We should teach him the roots of karate. We should teach him the lineage of karate. What is karate? So then he will start loving karate. He must know. So whatever style you are doing, and especially how karate was originated from India, and then it goes to China, and China developed it as a kung fu, and then it is later go to Japan, and in Japan as a modern karate, Gichin Funakoshi developed karate in all Japan and all over the world. So these type of many things you have to teach your player. So he will love karate. He must know the tradition of karate. He must know the lineage of karate. Number two, about the respect of teacher or sensei. You must educate your player, educate your practitioner how to give respect to not your teacher, to all the teachers of any style, of any organization. Okay? Like we do, whenever we go to class, we say, Os. Whenever we see our master, we say, Os Sensei, Os Shihan, Os Hanshi. So if my player will give me respect, I will teach him to give respect to all other masters also. So whenever you meet any master who is not belongs to your organization, but he is doing karate, he is a master. So we must teach our player to respect all the senseis. So this is a very, important part of karate do. So this you all coaches must teach your students. Number three, about the dojo etiquettes. We just not simply start doing karate. We must teach our students dojo etiquettes. Okay? Like everybody knows, but because this seminar is special, we must tell them, when you enter into the dojo, you say Os. When you see your master, Os Sensei. When you give respect and you are going to start class, when you start Anagajamas Sensei, Anagajamas means please teach me. Okay? respect in a traditional way. Anagalimas. And when the class is over, arigato gozaimasu, arigato gozaimasu. Okay. And same to your partner. So your practice partner, your competitor, even if you know in karate do, when even in sports, even as a competitor, you always have to respect. Even if you get score or penalty, anything, then also you give respect to referee. Yes. If he gave you yuko, if he gave you warning. So karate means respect. Karate means discipline. So this is what we are lacking behind nowadays. We don't teach our players how to respect your opponent, how to respect your classmates, how to respect not only your teacher, to all the teachers, whosoever it may be. Okay? So this is very important part. So you must respect dojo etiquettes at the time of entry when you go for Seizak, okay, meditation, Seizak and meditation, and then Moksu, and after Moksu Yame, and after Moksu Yame, then you have to give bow to your dojo, bow to your master, bow to your class fellows, So this is very, very important. If we will do in a very good traditional way, automatically the standard of the players will grow up. Next is to teach your student about the gi and about the belt. Okay? It is not just to wear belt. A karate person must respect his gi. He must respect his belt. So, how to wear the belt, how to tie the belt, how to wear your uniform, and after training, how to fold the uniform and give respect to your belt. You can touch it to your head, okay, and to your dress also, always. This is our skin, like, in karate. So dress is very, very important. I remember when about nearly 40 years before, when I used to do karate, I used to wash my dress, my own. I never allowed anybody to touch my dress. Okay, I always used to iron it and keep it always in a good condition. So then your player will start loving your dress, your equipment, your this. Otherwise, if they will throw belt like this or dress like this, it means they don't have any respect for karate. So in karate, you have to respect everything. Your master, your dress, your dojo, your opponent, your referee, your other masters, other players. So respect is the most important part of karate. So, and the last about the class and competitors, I already told you. So this is the very first lesson about the etiquettes and about the respect, about the discipline. So my next point is about the training. Okay? Training is, the very first and most important thing. So always try to teach 4S to your students. Okay? 4S means stretching, strengthening, stamina, and speed. Stretching, strengthening, stamina, and speed. These are the 4S. You have to work out on it. Okay? So when we teach our player, so before the class, your body should be properly warm up. Good stretching. Good stretching only will make your movement good. And you have to do training of the strengthening. You have to do the training of stamina. And you have to training for the speed. So these combination of 4S will make you a good player. So the coaches must understand how to train the player. Number 2, right kihon. Okay? You may be doing traditional karate or you may be doing sports karate. But kihon is must. Kihon is A, B, C, D of karate. Okay, if your Kihon is good, your kata will be good. If your Kihon is good, your kumite will be good. Okay, so Kihon, basics. Foundation is good, then building is good. So like you see, if I am particularly focused on the, sports karate, competition karate, and in competition karate, we use 3 hand techniques. Okay, one is Zuki, one is Kisame Zuki, and one is Uraken Zuki. Okay, 3 Zuki we use. So in class, you must do 100 times all 3 Zuki. Okay, so like you see, Chudan Zuki. Okay, 1. Okay, correct Zuki. Then Kisame Zuki. Okay, 100 times. Uraken Zuki. Uraken Zuki. Uraken Zuki. Okay, so all Zuki must be practiced 100 times daily. So these 3 attacks, are very, very important, because in Kumite we do either Gyakusuki, or we do Kisame Zuki, or we do Uraken Zuki. So we have 3 major hand attacks which we use in Kumite. Next, all kind of blockings. I invite my son Pranay Sharma, and he will do, and I will show you that which Kihon is very, very important in every class. Like, if we do Kihon, okay, so after all these 3 punches, we have to do all 5 blocks every day. Okay, so you must teach your students every day, 50, 100, whatever. It's up to you. But we have to practice all the blocks, like Jodanuke first. Okay, so correct. Okay, so all 5 Jodanuke and then Sotouke. So you have to see, the block, your block should be correct. If your Kihon, all these techniques you have to apply even in kata. If your basics is good, your kata is automatically good. Okay? Go. Okay? Same Yokoke, or you can say Uchiuke. So you must know, what should be the distance, okay? What is the body angle, okay? And correct punch, correct fist, correct body position, and then Gedanuke. Shoto, in Shotokan we do Gedan Barai. In Shitoryu we do Gedanuke, okay? But whatever it may be, in Shitoryu it should come from here. And Shotokan Barai. Okay, whatever it may be. And then Shutoke. Yummy. So basically these 5 blocks you must practice, your student must practice. So in every class, after stretching and warming up exercise, always start with 3 these major hand technique, and then 5 block. Everybody must know. And then you can go for stance, okay? Zenkuzachi, Shikodachi, Kiwadachi, which I already explained in my last lesson. So next, after this Kihon, the most important is combinations and forms or kata. So basically, step by step. First, discipline, you must teach discipline, etiquettes of the karate, the lineage of karate to your student. Then teach them the manners, okay, about the dojo, and then the your warm up, your flexibility के लिए आप कितना अच्छा stretching कर सकते हो, strengthening के लिए क्या training कर सकते हो, और आप speed और stamina के लिए क्या training कर सकते हो, वो उनको कराने के बाद फिर आता है किहोन. After Kihon, when your Kihon is good, then we go for combinations or we go for kata. So if your Kihon is not good, it is not advisable to teach kata. First we have to make our student, he must know all 5 blocks, all the stances, all the kicks. It may be Maigiri, Mawashigiri, Yokogiri, Ushirogiri, okay, Uramoshigiri. After the basic, after learning of basic, when the basic is complete, then you can go for kata. Okay? So this is a system, step by step. I see so many people or so many coaches, they start teaching kata and even the students' kihon is not good. They don't know how to do proper punch or proper block. That is why they are not performing good in kata as well as in kumite. So after this lesson, when this part is over, then you come to the next part, which is, right form and right training will make your player good mind. When we do kata, when we do training of different exercises, combinations, our mind becomes sharp. हम बहुत जल्दी अपना डिसीजन ले पाते हैं, क्विक रिएक्शन हो पाता है हमारी बॉडी में. एंड दिस इज स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोग्रेस इन कराटे. सो नेक्स्ट इज व्हेन वी डू kumite, okay, always allow your player to go for experiments, not restrict to one technique, not restrict to one only gyakusuki, no, different. Let them use their mind, let them develop their own creations, okay. उनको बच्चों को आविष्कार करने दीजिए, बच्चों को सिखाइए कि नहीं करो, कुछ अलग करके दिखाओ. आप कुछ कोशिश करो ऐसे किक करने की, कुछ ऐसे करो पंच करने की. आप हमेशा ये बात ध्यान में रखिए कि जब भी कोई टेक्निक सक्सेस हो जाती है, टेक्निक कभी बनाई नहीं जाती, जब सक्सेस हो जाती है तो वो फेमस हो जाती है और सब लोग उसको इस्तेमाल करने लग जाते हैं. मुझे याद है कि जब हम फाइट करते थे, उरामुआशी कोई नहीं करता था. जब उरामुआशी का करने लगा तो सारी दुनिया उरामुआशी करने लग जाती है. हमारे टाइम में बहुत सारे ऐसी टेक्निक जो नहीं होती थी, जब किसी ने अप्लाई करी तो वो सब टेक्निक बन गई. लाइक इन क्रिकेट यू सी, क्रिकेट की जो किताब है, क्रिकेट की जो बुक है, उसके अंदर हेलीकॉप्टर नाम का शॉट नहीं है, उसके अंदर दूसरा नाम की बॉल नहीं है, उसके अंदर झाड़ू शॉट नहीं है. मगर जिस दिन किसी ने वो मार दिया, उस दिन से वो एक पार्ट ऑफ क्रिकेट बन गया. तो उसी तरह हमें अपने बच्चों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा ये ट्रेनिंग करनी चाहिए कि आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, डिफरेंट टाइप से कोशिश करो किक करने की, डिफरेंट टाइप से कुछ स्वीप करने की कोशिश करो. तो उनका माइंड को आप आगे बढ़ने दो. अपने बच्चों के अपने जो प्लेयर हैं, अपने बच्चे हैं, उनके माइंड को लिमिटेड नहीं करो. लेट देम एक्सपेरिमेंट. कहते हैं ना कि आवश्यकता आविष्कार की जननी होती है. उसी तरह जब आदमी का माइंड वर्क करेगा तो अपने आप नई टेक्निक करने की कोशिश करेगा और उसका जो डेवलपमेंट है वो ज्यादा स्पीड से होगा. नेक्स्ट, you must be thinking that I am not doing some technique, because my today's session is basically focused on to make my coaches or make my friends very mindful. Coaches must use their mind, okay, how to make player, how to make champion, okay, and for that you have to think, you have to study karate at a high level. So my next is player should not feel scared about karate. Okay, player should not feel that, oh, I am going to class and then I am going to hurt or I am going to exhausted. No. You play cricket, you enjoy. You play badminton, maybe you are sweating, but you are enjoying. The same feeling we should give to our players. When they come to the dojo, they should enjoy it. They should enjoy training, in a disciplined manner. So we have to teach our students, we have to teach our player that this is a temple, okay, and you have to worship very freely. Love your father, don't scared of your father, okay? So karate, if karate is my mother father, I must love my mother father. I should not scared of my mother father. So that kind of attitude has to be, that kind of atmosphere has to be created in your dojo. तो सभी बच्चे बड़े खुशी खुशी आएं और अच्छे से खेलें, ट्रेनिंग को इस तरह करें कि कितना भी थक जाएं, उनके अंदर उनको वो महसूस नहीं हो. तो एक ये बहुत अच्छा तरीका होगा, हम अपने बच्चों को आगे बढ़ा पाएंगे. तो ये एक बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट जो स्टेप होता है एक एनवायरनमेंट को क्रिएट करने का. और उसके बाद सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कि हर बच्चे के अंदर, हर प्लेयर के अंदर कुछ ना कुछ चैंपियन छिपा हुआ है. ओके, आप कभी भी अपने बच्चों को, अपने प्लेयर्स को डिस्करेज मत करिए, उनको ब्लाइंडली एनकरेज कीजिए. उनकी हर टेक्निक को, यदि वो छोटा भी स्कोर लेते हैं तो उनको बताइए कि वेरी गुड, यू कैन डू मच बेटर. और सामने वाला कोई अपोनेंट कोई भी है, वो लोग कुछ नहीं है, उसके भी 2 हाथ हैं, तेरे भी 2 हाथ हैं, उसके भी 2 पैर हैं, तेरे भी 2 पैर हैं, उसकी भी 2 आंखें, तेरी भी 2 आंखें, यू कैन किल एनीबॉडी. तो एक कोच का काम होता है. ये कोच जो होता है ना, वो किसी भी छोटे से प्लेयर को भी बड़े प्लेयर से जितवा सकता है. तो ये कोच की ड्यूटी होती है कि हम उस बच्चे की प्रतिभा को पहचाने भी. मैंने बहुत सारा देखा है कि कोई किसी की बॉडी, किसी की परफॉर्मेंस, किसी का दिल कुमिते में नहीं लगता तो उसको जबरदस्ती कुमिते कराते हैं, और किसी का काता में नहीं लगता उसको जबरदस्ती काता कराते हैं. नहीं, बच्चे को दिल से जो अच्छा लग रहा है उसको वो करने दो, और फिर उसके अंदर उस पर जोर लगाओ, उसको पूरा पागलपन की हद तक उसको सपोर्ट करो. एंड आई एम श्योर you will create not state champion, not national champion. You can develop international champion even in India. But we have to change our little bit mindset. So I think encouragement is what I strongly feel. Encouragement is the most important thing. Okay, so even I tell my player, if you go to champion, don't see who is going to come to fight with you. If you see, you will start thinking about him, whosoever. Okay, what I know, I have to do my best, and what I know, I have to execute in tatami. जो मुझे आता है मैं उसको ततामी में करूंगा. और मैं अपने हर प्लेयर को बोलता हूं कि ये 3 मिनट जो तुम्हारे जीवन के हैं, जो पूरे 365 दिन मेहनत करके आज तुम यहाँ इंटरनेशनल पे आए हो, ये 3 मिनट में जो सीखा है सब कर दो. 50 अटैक करो, चांस में 5 बार स्कोर करे, मगर आखिर में आपको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए मैच खत्म होने के बाद कि मैं ये कर सकता था और मैंने नहीं किया. और क्योंकि खूब सारे अटेम्प्ट करने के बाद फिर भी यदि आप हारोगे तो कम से कम अपने को दोष नहीं दोगे, आप ये बोलोगे कि अच्छा मैं अच्छे प्लेयर से हारा, कि वो मेरे से ज्यादा अच्छा था, कोई बात नहीं, और मेहनत करूंगा और करूंगा. तो उसी टाइम जब कोच पीछे बैठा होता है, उस टाइम कोच का काम उसको टेक्निक बताने का नहीं होता. कोच का काम होता है उसको एनर्जी देने का, उसके अंदर जोश दिलाने का. जिस तरह श्री कृष्ण ने बैठ के रथ पे बिना लड़ाई लड़े सबको जोश दिला के जितवा दिया था, उसी तरह हमें अपने प्लेयर को जिताना है. तो आज का मेरा जो सेमिनार था वो कोचेस को, मैं आप लोगों को खड़ा करके ज्यादा कराटे फिजिकली कराने की जगह मेरा ये आज मकसद था कि मेरे सारे जितने भी कोचेस हैं वो एक सिस्टमेटिकली ट्रेडिशनली वैल्यूज को अडॉप्ट करते हुए इस तरह कराटे करें कि जिससे बच्चों में कराटे के लिए प्यार, कराटे के लिए इज्जत, अपने मास्टर के लिए इज्जत, दूसरे मास्टर के लिए भी इज्जत, अपने क्लास के प्लेयर के लिए भी इज्जत, दूसरे प्लेयर के लिए इज्जत पैदा हो, और उसके अंदर कराटे के प्यार के साथ साथ उसको एक एज ए स्पोर्ट्स, एज ए कैरियर लेने की ये भावना पैदा हो. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आज का जो मेरा सेमिनार था, छोटा सा आधे घंटे का, मैं उसको समाप्त करता हूं, एंड करता हूं. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, ऑल द सक्सेस, एंड आई होप आफ्टर coming over from COVID-19, next year 2021 will be of India. हम पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर इंडिया का जो झंडा फहराएंगे और दुनिया को दिखाएंगे कि इंडिया के कराटे वाले आ रहे हैं, आप उनसे जरा सावधान रहो. तो सभी कोच यदि इस लाइन पे काम करेंगे तो मुझे पूरी उम्मीद नहीं, पूरा विश्वास है कि हम वर्ल्ड चैंपियन भी पैदा कर सकते हैं, एशियन चैंपियन भी पैदा कर सकते हैं. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, ऑल द सक्सेस मेरी तरफ से, प्रणय शर्मा की तरफ से. विश यू ऑल हैप्पी एंड ब्लेस्ड संडे. ओस